What is up, guys? Delboy here. So David Price beats Kash by a disqualification. What a bizarre ending to this fight. Where do we even start with this one? In the first round, both guys were kind of feeling each other out. Both guys were flicking and pouring with the jab, but David Price was more active and he was the guy who was taking more of the initiative. So first round, I felt David Price got the best of it. Not too much to really talk about in the first round, but, David Price, for my money, he was just a bit more active. And, the jabs he did land had some good sting on them. And he also landed a couple of nice right hands as well. So the first round was a clear David Price round. Round two, kind of the same, but David Price was a bit more active. He let go of that right hand a little bit more. Kash landed a couple of good jabs here and there, a couple of good jabs to the body, a couple of good jabs to the head. Also a nice hook to the body as well. But, David Price was in charge. He was the guy kind of dictating the pace of the fight. He was the guy who was more active with his jab. And, round two, David Price kind of outboxed Kash. Round three, I felt David Price started to unload a bit more. He caught Kash with a couple of good right hands. He actually started to walk Kash down a bit. He managed to get him in the corners on a couple of occasions, and he actually let go of some combinations. Trying to work the body of Kash trying to change levels with his shots. And yeah, round three was, a more active round for David Price, and he was more aggressive. Kash again, he throw the odd jab here and there, he throw the odd right hand here and there, but, all in all, he wasn't really doing too much. Round four, it looked like Kash was starting to unravel. I believe in round four he actually got a point deducted for hitting David Price on the back of the head. Or that may have been round three, but it was round three or four. Kash looked like he was starting to unravel, and it looked like he was losing his confidence rather rapidly. And yeah, round four, another David Price round. Again, he was landing the biggest shots. He buzzed Kash a couple of times, and yeah, he won the round. Round five, though, was when this fight ended. That's where Kash got disqualified. And in round five, actually, Kash comes out and he's more aggressive. He throws more punches. And in round five, David Price, he's gassing. He's really starting to gas. And Kash catches David Price with some good clubbing shots. And I think David Price was actually hurt in round five. And Kash sensed that. He did try to go after David Price. He was letting his hands go. And David Price actually caught Kash in the exchange with a lovely big right uppercut. And, the right uppercut badly hurt Kash. It didn't drop him, but, his legs did a funny dance. And Kash went to hold, and he then rugby tackled David Price to the ground. When they was on the ground, Kash actually bit David Price on the stomach, I believe, or on the abdomen. And, it got him disqualified. The referee rightly chucked him out. Because that type of conduct is, let's be honest, disgusting and appalling. The referee done the right thing. And actually, David Price got bit once before in an earlier round, I believe round three. He bit David Price on the pectoral muscle. But the referee didn't actually catch the first bite. But yeah, he certainly caught the second one and disqualified Kash. So, that's a disgraceful way to, lose a fight. Basically, he was looking for a way out. Once David Price hurt him badly, he didn't want to know. And it's a shame he didn't try and stick it through, because David Price, before that, was starting to gas. He was starting to tire. In round five, before the incident, Kash landed some good shots. And I felt he buzzed David Price. So who knows what would have happened if Kash had a bit more resolve. But basically, he got himself out of the fight. Because as soon as he got hit with a big flush punch, he didn't want to know. And, he's basically quit, but he's quit in the most disgraceful way possible. The British Boxing Board of Control really need to make an example out of Kash, because what he did was disgusting, as far as I'm concerned. As for David Price, I wasn't really impressed with his performance. You know, in the first 4 rounds he was winning but not really looking that spectacular. In round 5, you know, the same old flaws from David Price. Poor gas tank, questionable defense, poor punch resistance, and so on and so forth. So yeah, David Price, you know, still highlighted the same flaws, and anything above domestic level, this guy is getting beaten as far as I'm concerned. You know, an ideal fight for David Price next would be the winner of Dave Allen and Lucas Brown. That's the highest level I would match David Price at. And even at that level, chances are somebody's going to connect and clean him out eventually. So, you know, it is what it is. David Price, again, another exciting fight, and he seems to be involved in a lot of them. But in terms of, you know, the technical side of things, in terms of him making any improvements, you know, there weren't really any there. So, yeah, I expect this guy to get beat again very soon. But all in all, interesting fight, bizarre ending, and yeah, it was fairly entertaining. But share your thoughts below. Peace.